Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
I know I've mentioned this before, but patience isn't exactly one of my strong suits, especially if I'm around slow people or slow traffic. It's one of the many shortcomings that God has to continually improve in my life. Lately, He's pointed out many instances in the Bible when people had to wait. I just wanted to share them with you. Noah waited while obediently building the ark 120 years before the rain came, and another 378 days inside the ark before God told him and his family to come out. Abraham waited, not extremely patiently, for 25 years to have Isaac. Isaac and Rebekah waited and prayed fervently for 20 years to have Jacob and Esau. Jacob waited and worked 7 years for Rachel. Joseph waited as a slave and in prison and as second in command of Egypt for who knows how many years for his dream to come true. Caleb and Joshua had to wait 40 years for everyone who rebelled against God to die off so that they could occupy the promised land. David had to wait 22 years between when Samuel anointed him king and when he ruled Israel. Daniel had to wait 70 years for his people to be sent back home to the land of Israel. Job waited, suffering, for God to speak to him, and he finally did. In the New Testament, think of all those people Jesus healed. Many had waited their entire lives without any hope until Jesus showed up. Zachariah and Elizabeth waited well past their childbearing years until God sent them John the Baptist. Simeon and many others waited their whole lives just to see the Messiah. Paul waited 2 years in prison and then was patient through quite a few more months of a sea voyage before finally reaching Rome as God had told him. Jesus himself had to wait 30 years before he began his ministry. But come to think of it, he'd been waiting since the beginning of time to fulfill the plan of salvation. And he's still waiting to return to earth and claim his rightful title as King of Kings and Lord of Lords. But all this waiting has its own specific purpose. Each of those things fit into God's plan perfectly. Each span of wait time taught the person waiting and teaches us today as we read their stories about who God is, His faithfulness, power, love, sovereignty, all sorts of things. I know several people right now who are waiting through a COVID quarantine. Others are waiting and working to find a new job. Others are stuck in a holding pattern in a specific stage of life, waiting for circumstances to change. Some need infinite patience as a caretaker of an elderly family member, or of a toddler who constantly gets in trouble. Others need patience with a difficult person at work, or someone in their family. Some wait for God to fulfill a dream that they've had for years. As we wait, we persevere, and God teaches us, guides us, strengthens us. There's a lot going on during a time of waiting. 2 verses come to mind. The first one is Psalm 37:34. It says, "Wait on the Lord and keep His way, and He shall exalt you to inherit the land." God has perfect timing. If we try to help Him out like Abraham and Sarah did, the timing will be off and we'll mess things up. Waiting on Him will bring the perfection of His plan. Isaiah 40 verse 31 says, "Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." What are you waiting for right now? What do you need some special patience for? What's God teaching you through all of this? And how is He giving you the strength that you need? Have you asked Him for what you need?
As always, we'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to share a treasure, support this ministry, or get Carla to speak at an event, please contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.